Namaste yogis. Welcome to a Hearth Yoga flow. I have a simple, kind of easy, quick flow for you guys today. So we're going to get started. We will bring ourselves to a comfortable seated position, hands on tops of the knees. And then, if you will, close your eyes. And start by taking a few deep breaths. Relaxing any tension in between the eyebrows. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. Letting any sighs or sound expel from your mouth. I assume you're at home watching this, and perhaps nobody's around, maybe they are, but either way, you're in your own space, so feel free throughout this entire practice to make any noise and to make any adjustments. Feel into this practice today, feel into your body. So once again, continuing to take deep breaths. Grounding the tailbone down to the earth. Relaxing the belly. And if you're finding it hard to calm down or to relax, maybe you're doing this in the middle of the day or in the evening, just come back to your breath every time. It gives you something to focus on, and it also is helping you to relax your entire body, slowing down the rate of the heart, the speed of the mind, everything. So just come back to it. And we'll start by taking some neck rolls. Going with the right side here. So inhale as you come towards the back. Exhale as you round forward. And feel free to pause if you feel any specific tightness in any spots. Just hang out there. And we'll keep rolling the neck here for a few more moments. When that feels good and complete with the right side, we'll start with the left side. Inhale as you round the neck, being gentle here, going slow. The neck is definitely a delicate area, so in yoga we definitely want to be mindful of the neck at all times. So, creating big or small circles, whatever feels great to you. Let's take at least 2 more rounds here on the left side, maybe 3 if you need that extra one. Great, and then we'll pause here. Drawing the chin into the chest. Breathing into the back of the neck. So we're feeling here into a stretch for the back of the neck. So I'm drawing my chin close into my chest. It's not necessarily touching, the top, but I'm drawing it in towards the chest. So I'm feeling a nice stretch to the back of my neck. I'm also dropping the shoulders down and back. Couple breaths here. Then we'll bring both hands around to the back, just beneath the tailbone here. So your fingers are pointing towards your butt. The palms are flat on the mat. And then from here we'll press the heart up towards the sky, rolling the shoulders back. And then you can stay here or let the head and the neck fall behind you. So keep pressing and peeling the top of the heart open. One more breath. Go ahead and release, bringing the hands back to the tops of the knees. Close the eyes, take a breath. Okay, great. Let's come to an all fours position. And so my hands are below the shoulders. The knees are directly below the hips. So I'm in an all fours position here. And we're setting up for cat-cow. So take a deep inhale as you arch the spine, gazing up to the ceiling. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tail, tuck the tummy inward, and press away from the mat. So inhale, the heart guides you forward. Exhale, round, tuck the tail, hug the belly button. Inhale, arching the spine, gazing up. Exhale, drawing the belly in, rounding the back. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, rounding the back. And then bring yourself back to neutral position here. And from here, we're going to come onto the toes, pressing through the palms of the hands, lifting the hips high, coming into downward facing dog. So from here, we want to be mindful of the hands. Okay, so the index finger is pointed to the top of your mat, and the fingers are spread wide. We're kind of like gripping the mat here. And the hands are about shoulder width apart. The feet are hips width apart. So not too wide, but yeah, at least like 5 inches apart. And so lift the hips a little bit higher, sending the shoulder blades back. Okay, so you can play with how it feels here. So if you notice, I'm over here. Okay, and so this is not a very good posture in down dog. So I'm pressing back as I lift my hips up. And so you can see that my back now is flat, and my back is like at a nice angle here, straight spine. So inhale to the tippy toes, looking between the hands and walking up to meet them. Coming into forward fold. And from here, you want a slight bend in the knees to protect the low back and the hamstrings. And then grounding through all 4 corners of the feet. So really feeling the feet. And then bringing the top of the chest into the legs. Letting the head and the neck be heavy, be free. Deep breath. Grab opposite elbows. Rocking from side to side. Gentle here. This might feel pretty intense. Forward fold is kind of a difficult pose actually. If you can't touch all the way down, and maybe you're just here, that's okay. You can play with trying to straighten the legs, straighten the knees, if you're up here. But if not, you want to just slightly bend those knees. And we're folding over the hips here. So I'm bringing top of my chest close in. Then we'll grab behind the backs of the legs. Deep breath. And let the arms fall down again. Pressing through the feet, we'll rise all the way up to standing. Bringing the arms out to the sides of the body. Up and over the head. Reach up nice and tall, and you can't see me up here, but my fingers are pointed to the ceiling and reaching as I'm grounding through the feet. Deep breath. Exhale, folding forward. Back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins. Flat back, shoulders move back. Deep breath here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, coming all the way down. Step the right leg back. Then the left. Coming into a plank. So this may also remind you of the top of a push-up. So I'm really pressing through my hands. I'm strong. I'm lifting myself up. I'm tucking the navel in slightly. And I'm reaching up to the top of the crown, all the way out through the backs of the heels. Okay? So play with this here in your own living room or wherever you are. Feeling into plank pose. It's a very strong pose, but after a while, you'll really enjoy it and be able to really feel your strength. So leaning, the heart is slightly inching forward here as well. So we'll calm down, knees, lower, bending the elbows, drawing them in, chest, chin, resting, letting the feet, the tops of the feet rest on the mat. And then we'll inhale for cobra. So pressing, the hands are flat on the mat, pressing through the palms, drawing the shoulders back, lifting up. The heart is forward here. And separate the feet a little bit farther apart, pressing the pelvis down into the mat. Fingers spread wide, feeling into this pose here. We'll exhale to come down. Tuck the toes. Start to press yourself back into downward facing dog. So this is a sun salutation, or Surya Namaskar 1. To get all fancy with you with the terminology, and if you wanted to look up or look into it, inhale to the tippy toes. Exhale, walking in between the hands. Forward fold. Deep breath, letting it all hang heavy. This is a great stretch for the hamstrings, entire back of the legs. Really activate the feet here, pressing through. So inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way to rise. Reaching the arms up overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, folding forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Coming all the way down. Sorry, step the left leg back this time. And then the right. And we'll press into downward facing dog. And then inhale to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. You can do knees, chest, chin. Drawing those elbows in towards the ribs. And then from here, resting the chin. Inhale for cobra. Remember, the shoulders move back. Opening through the top of the heart. Exhale, bend the knees. Pressing back and up, lifting the hips, downward facing dog again. And from here we can walk it out a little bit. So bending one knee at a time, and play with the heels touching the mat. Or maybe your heels don't touch the mat yet, and that's okay. You'll get there eventually. So walking the dog out is just bending left and the right knee. And then something I've added to my practice that I really like is keeping one knee bent. So right now my left knee is bent and my right foot is all the way on the mat, the whole foot, and the leg is straight. And so I'm feeling this great stretch all the way up to my glutes, through the whole back of the calf and the thigh, and it feels amazing. So I'll alternate that, pressing into the mat with that left foot, nice and strong. Right knee is bent. And then both heels reach the mat, or the heels are lifted wherever you're at, that's totally fine. Inhale the tippy toes, walk in between the hands, forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale all the way to rise. Bring the hands together, exhale them down in front of the heart. And this is Tadasana pose, or mountain pose. And this is the pose really that demonstrates great posture. So how do we find that exactly? We start to rock back and forth on the feet, and then from side to side. Okay, so we're feeling into all four corners of the feet here. And then when you feel nice and grounded there, we will bring one hand to the back of the sacrum, the bottom of the tailbone, and then we'll slightly adjust it. Okay? A little pelvic tilt. Micro bend in the knees. And the feet can be, a few inches or more apart. And then the hands in front of the heart in prayer. Rolling the shoulders back. Sending the energy out through the bottom of the feet. Deep breath here. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, right leg back, then the left. Plank, top of a plank. Take a breath. Start to lower all the way down this time, hugging the elbows in towards the ribs. We'll come to the chin. We'll inhale for cobra, pressing the shoulders back, using those hands. Pressing the pelvis into the mat. Deep breath. Okay, tuck the toes, bend the knees, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Walking the dog out. Start to get some heat building here. Some momentum. So we'll inhale, tippy toes, exhale, walk into the hands, forward fold, pressing into all four corners of the feet. Inhale, halfway up, exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way to rise, spreading the fingers, reaching all the way up. Deep breath at the top, reaching up, looking at your fingertips, exhale, hands to the heart. Tadasana. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward, sending the hips back, folding over. Okay? Forward fold. We always hinge from the hips when we fold, And when we twist, we are twisting from the navel point. So it's a good key points to remember here. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step the left leg back. Then the right. Top of the plank. Take a breath. Exhale to lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Flat. And the top of the feet are flat on the mat. Press back into downward facing dog. Awesome. Now walk it out. Lifting one heel off the mat, or if your heels are not on the mat yet, that's okay. You can still walk the dog out. Okay. One more breath here. Inhale to the tippy toes. Exhale, walk in between the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, coming all the way down. Stepping the right leg back, then the left. Take a breath. Coming all the way down. This is chaturanga to the chin. So that's just this flow here from plank all the way down, rising up to cobra, downward facing dog. It's often called out as chaturanga. So lifting the hips, pressing back, walking the dog out. We'll add in a warrior sequence here. Starting with the left side, we'll inhale the left leg up to the sky, pressing out through the bottom of the foot, bend the knee, and let it fall over to the right side. Okay, so opening up that left hip, take a breath. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, kick it out. Inhale, knee to nose. Important note to remember here is that the hips are squaring the front of your mat. Okay? And the front knee is just above the ankle. So inhale, reaching the arms up. Start to straighten that leg. We'll go for pyramid here. So I'm sending this left hip slightly back as the right moves forward, still square. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, folding over that left leg. So if you have any props nearby, and this is kind of a difficult pose for you, feel free to put any blocks right here. If not, try to come down to the fingertips, keeping the integrity in this straight left leg here. One more breath. Bend the left knee, rising back up, warrior one. Exhale, float the hands down to the mat. Inhale, kick the left leg up. Exhale, float it down. Downward facing dog. Great, we'll inhale to plank. Sending the heart slightly forward. Tucking the navel in. Deep breath, exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take the other side. Inhale, right leg up. Bend the knee, open up that right hip. This right foot is reaching over for that left side of the glutes. Inhale, sweep it in. So in a low lunge position, we'll set up the back foot. Rising up, strong legs, warrior one. Straighten the front leg, exhale, folding over. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale, float the hands down. Inhale, kick the right leg. Exhale, float it down. Walking it out. Awesome. We'll inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, walking between the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bring the knees slightly closer together. We'll sit, sink the hips, and we'll rise up and support an invisible chair here. So reaching nice and strong out with the arms. Keeping a flat back, or a straight back here. And using the knees for support, so squeezing them together. Activating the belly, activating the core. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do it one more time. Once again for chair pose. So inhale, arms reach up. Send the shoulders down away from the ears. Bend the knees, start to sit down in your invisible chair. And then activate the abdominals. Deep breath for 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, separate the feet, coming all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, come all the way down to the top of a plank. So not all the way down yet, sorry. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up high. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Maybe walking it out if that feels good. And doing that one knee bended, one leg straight, like I mentioned before. Cool, and then we'll drop the knees down. And you can keep the knees together or separate them a little wider than hips width. And then send the hips back as you keep the arms reaching out in front of you for child's pose. So resting the head on the mat. And we'll just take a couple more breaths here in this nice, rejuvenating, relaxing pose. Awesome, we'll come back up to all fours. The knees are hips width apart, the hands are directly below the shoulders. Rock the hips from side to side. Then we'll send the hips up, coming onto the feet. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the left hip. Exhale, sweep it in between the hands. Drop the back knee. So we're here for low lunge. And then we'll inhale, straighten the left leg. Send the hips back. Inhale, coming forward. Sinking down. Really feeling the stretch here. Exhale, straighten. Even if you can't get this leg all the way straight, that's okay. It's just trying to keep up and go with this motion here. So a couple more times. Okay, coming back into low lunge. We'll bring the left arm on the inside of the foot. And we'll just stay here for 2 breaths. Great, and then bring that left hand on the outside of the left foot. And then we'll walk that left foot back behind, coming back into all fours. We'll lift the hips here, pressing into downward facing dog. We'll do the other side. Inhale the right leg up, bend the knee, open up. Exhale, sweep it in between the hands. Drop the back knee down. So we're in this low lunge position again. The right hand comes on the inside of the right foot. You can stay here, taking a few breaths. You can play with dropping that right knee towards the mat, like down towards the mat. Take it in a little bit deeper into the right hip. Or you can just stay here. And we'll inhale to straighten the leg, sending that right hip back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, straighten. Maybe lifting the toes up to the ceiling if you can. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, straighten leg. Exhale, forward. One more time, straighten that leg. Great, and then come forward. And then we'll bring that left foot back, coming back onto the knees. Sway the hips. Back and forth. Great, we'll take a couple more cat-cows here. Inhale, arch the spine, looking up. Exhale, draw the navel in, tuck the tail. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round, tuck the navel. Inhale, arch the spine, gazing up. And exhale, rounding the back, tucking the tail. Coming back to neutral. And we're going to come back onto our bottoms here. So however you'd like to get there. That's great. We'll reach the legs out in front of us, lifting up the cheeks. So we're on our sits bones, pointing the toes towards the ceiling. We'll inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding over the hips, reaching out for the feet. If you're just here, that's okay. If you can reach all the way to your feet, that's even better. Pressing the feet into the hands, feeling a deep stretch. And then walking the hands back up. We'll separate the feet apart. At a comfortable distance, we want to feel a nice stretch, but obviously, as far as you can go is just perfectly fine. So we'll reach up, reaching forward. The toes are active, pointing to the ceiling. We'll walk over to the right side, reaching out for the right toes, or the right shin. And over to the left side. And then right in between. Reach, reach, reach. Send the hips back. Keep them planted on the mat. Reaching. And walking the hands up. Bring the feet back together. Or we'll actually bring the soles of the feet to kiss each other for butterfly. So let me turn around and face you guys. So the feet, the bottom of the feet together. We're opening the hips, and then just flutter your butterfly. Bringing a smile to your face. Great. Couple more breaths. You can stop fluttering if you'd like, and just feel into this hip opener here. And then we'll bring our hands on the outside of the knees, and bringing them together. And then we'll hug everything in. Resting the forehead on the tops of the knees. Give yourself some compassionate feelings here and compassionate thoughts. And then we'll start to rock onto the back. And last rock. Make your way all the way onto your back. And let the feet spread out. And the arms relax and be heavy. Let everything go. Deep sigh. And this is Shavasana, so corpse pose. This is the final resting pose of any asana practice. So we get to fully relax and surrender to all the momentum that we built up and all the movement that we just had. So I invite you to take anywhere from 5 to 15, maybe 30 minutes if you have the time in Shavasana. It's great. We finally get to relax. Everything that the body's constantly doing. The heart is working so hard, pumping blood throughout the entire body. It's doing so much work to keep everything going and flowing and healthy. And so we like to, put the body at rest so we can give some chill time for the heart and all the organs working so hard. So once again, deep breath. Let the tailbone sink into the mat, the shoulders melt. And please feel free to pause the video at any time and continue your Shavasana practice. I'll be closing the practice with you now, and I'd like to say thank you for coming onto your mat and for choosing health and vitality. Namaste. Have a blessed day. Thank you.